The train is almost empty when I notice the backpack. It's late. One of those in-between hours where everything feels quieter than it should be, like the world is holding its breath. The overhead lights flicker slightly as the train hums along the tracks, and I'm already halfway out of my seat when something across from me catches my eye. A backpack. It's slouched against the seat like someone just got up for a second. Casual. Unremarkable. Easy to miss. Except, no one's there. I pause, one hand gripping the metal pole beside me. Maybe they moved to another compartment. Maybe they stepped out for a moment and will be back any second. But I've been sitting here for the last 20 minutes. No one came or went. The automated voice announces my stop. The train begins to slow, brakes screeching softly as we pull into the station. Still no one. I exhale slowly and step closer, almost against my better judgment. It feels wrong to touch something that isn't mine, but it also feels wrong to just leave it behind. Just check for an ID. I mutter to myself, as if saying it out loud makes it more acceptable. The fabric is worn but sturdy. When I lift it, I'm surprised by the weight. Heavier than it should be for something casually forgotten. The doors slide open with a soft chime. I sit down again, just for a second. I pull the zipper halfway, hesitating like I'm about to cross a line I won't be able to uncross. Then I open it. Inside, a laptop. Thin, expensive looking. The kind of device you don't casually forget unless you're in a hurry or in trouble. Beneath it, a folder. Papers neatly organized, clipped together. Official documents. Contracts, maybe. Important enough that losing them would ruin someone's week. Or worse. I dig a little deeper, searching for a name. A phone number. Anything. That's when I find the envelope. The train is almost empty when I notice the backpack. Part 2. That's when I find the envelope. It's plain. Unlabeled. Tucked into a side pocket like it wasn't meant to be seen. I already have a feeling about what's inside before I open it. Cash. A thick stack of it. I swallow and quickly count. Once, then again, slower this time. 2,000 euros. My fingers freeze around the bills. For a moment, the world narrows to the weight of that envelope in my hand. The train is still at the platform. People move somewhere farther down the cars, distant and irrelevant. In here, it's just me. And this decision. I glance toward the open doors. If I get off now, I can take the bag straight to Lost and Found. Hand it over. Walk away clean. Whoever owns this gets everything back. Their laptop, their documents, their money. Maybe they're already panicking, realizing what they left behind. That's the right thing to do. Simple. Clear. So why am I still sitting here? My eyes drift back to the envelope. 2,000 euros. That's rent for months. That's debts I've been avoiding. That's a buffer against all the small, constant pressures that never seem to let up. It's not luxury, it's relief. And suddenly, my thoughts start shifting. No one saw you open the bag. You were the only one in the compartment. If you take the money and return the rest, they still get the important things back. Insurance might even cover it. I let out a quiet, humorless laugh. It's amazing how quickly the mind builds a defense for something it knows is wrong. I imagine the owner, a stranger, faceless but real. Maybe they worked hard for that money. Maybe it wasn't even theirs to lose. Maybe this bag slipping from their hands was the worst mistake they've made in years. Or maybe they're rich, careless, and won't even notice. I don't know. That's the problem. The announcement repeats. Doors closing. A sharp tone cuts through the silence. The train is almost empty when I notice the backpack. Part 3. A sharp tone cuts through the silence. I stand up abruptly, the bag still in my hand. My heart is beating faster now, not from fear exactly, but from pressure. Urgency. The kind that doesn't leave space for perfect decisions, only quick ones. I take a step toward the exit, then stop. I look down at the envelope again, feeling the edges press into my palm. This isn't really about the money. It's about who I am when no one's watching. No cameras, no witnesses, no consequences, at least none that are guaranteed. Just me. The doors begin to slide shut. And in that shrinking gap between staying and leaving, between taking and returning, I realize something uncomfortable. It's easy to think you're a good person, right up until the moment it actually costs you something. The doors are almost closed now. I tighten my grip on the backpack, and I decide,